Everybody? This is Mike Byrd, and of course, this is the Sticky Side, and I got my man Rob Chismark over in Middleburg, Florida, joining me as usual. What's going on, Rob? How you doing today?
Doing great, man.
Let me guess,
Great,
that weather
great
was
week.
beautiful in Florida.
Oh my God, it rained like hell today, boy. I was trying to throw bags and it was getting sticky. It was terrible. But hey, it's just a little rain, It's still, I think, 75 degrees. So I ain't mad about it.
Yeah, we got some rain this morning, but we're in drought status. You can't even burn anything outside. So much for the fire pit at night. But hopefully, this little drizzle we got this morning is going to moisten things up.
I
That's it.
like it when things moisten up.
I was waiting. I was trying to stay away from that word, and I just served it right up. So we had a busy weekend of cornhole, man. They had that opening. The ACL had an opening in Virginia Beach, and
Yeah, yeah.
shocked. Shocked. I don't know. I'm shocked about the winner. You might not be shocked about the winner of the singles, but I didn't know too much about this kid.
How do you make 54, 56 bags and lose?
That's ridiculous. I watched the match on YouTube today, and wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Kid's
don't know,
good.
man. We can talk about this. I want to talk about, minors playing cornhole, and I'm a firm believer that in the ACL with what their mission is and what they want to accomplish in the future with being mainstream, I think they need another division for the minors. I don't think
Right.
I don't think that they should be allowed to compete with the adults in the championships, such as like world champions. There should be a juniors world champion, and it should be males and females competing in that. And when you turn 18, guess what? Actually, I would even go 17. I think 17, you should be able to compete, with the adults. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. It might cause controversy, but if I'm at a sports bar and I'm watching cornhole, I might be thrilled to see a kid, a 12-year-old, beat a 40-year-old man, but that's not somebody I'm going to follow or be a fan of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to go out and purchase apparel and, over a kid. I might be wrong. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion. I side, you know, being being a pro in the league. Most of the time, the decisions they make, I feel they're pretty good. Um, when they do make decisions I don't like, I would definitely have something to say about it. But they've limited the pro participation of minors to eight, so there's only eight in the pro league at a time. So if
Mm-hmm.
one of eight of them win the world championship, I think it'll be pretty spectacular.
It, I don't. I'm torn, man. That's why you got like different in all different sports. You have to be an adult to play in the pros. There's pros, there's amateurs. Okay, you don't see kids out there swinging. I know it's a physical sport. Golf, everything's a physical sport where you need to be older and more muscular to compete with
Not
adults.
darts.
All right, how about darts then? Is there kids competing against adults in darts, or how about pool?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't think
Yeah,
if pool, because of gambling and because of the places they're played, I would say heck no.
yeah,
Um, but I would say that darts has the opportunity to have juniors, but I don't know that they do. I don't think there's a sport around that has under 18 as their pros. You
yeah,
know, I don't know that, and I think they made a lot of rules because of that.
yeah.
I know that in the NFL you have to be 21. They don't even want you to be under 21 to be playing because that's a man sport because of the physicality in
Yeah.
that one.
Well, this being an open in Virginia Beach this past weekend, so I guess open means everybody is eligible to play, right? The kids can play with the
Correct, correct.
adults, but when you go to play at Worlds and stuff like that, you're saying they allow eight minors to play.
Eight minors in the pro division. That's it.
Okay.
He's one of them. He is one of them, but there are
Yeah.
only eight, and
Okay.
they limit it to eight. They've
Well,
limited it to eight for the rest of the time, for as long as from
yeah.
here to eternity.
Well, look, I don't want it to sound like I'm bashing kids playing in the pro division or anything like that. I just think that, they should play in their division, dominate their division, and then when they get to the age where they can cross over to play with the adults, I think then, they make noise there too. Yeah. That's just the way I feel about it. Anyway.
Well, you know what? We got a good guest tonight that's going to be able to segue us into that, because he has played since he's been a minor, and he's now in the pro division as a pro this season. It'll be a rookie season for him. So why don't you introduce him to the rest of
Who have we got, Rob? You tell him who we got.
Favorite players, one of your favorite players.
Yeah, man. So,
years, as a matter of fact.
So our guest tonight, man, not only an inspiration to a lot of people. When I first met our guest, I was astonished. I couldn't believe the feats that he'd accomplished, and that he could throw a bag the way he throws a bag was amazing to me. But the more I got to know this guy, I was like, you know what? This is just an everyday thing for him. I had the privilege to play with him. I think we played in 3 or 4 tournaments together. I know it was back in 2016. We played in Virginia Beach together. We had a pretty good run. Without further ado, we got my man, Mr. Dayton Webber, in the house. What's up, Dayton?
Let's go. How y'all been?
Bro, getting older, man. Getting older. Man.
Yeah, man.
It's hard to believe that you're as old as you are. I mean, Jesus. What are you, 23 now?
Yep, 23 now.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Bro, yeah. Last time I saw you was probably 2016. I think Vegas tournament. We played together in that one. I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think we played. Didn't we play at Worlds together that year too?
Yep. We did play at Worlds that year. Damn, it's 5 years ago, bro. Yeah, you had just turned 18.
It's been a minute.
Man, you don't even sound the same. You sound like a man now. What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Damn. Well, first off, let me start this off by saying congratulations on your pro status in the ACL.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm telling you, I was watching you throw in some of these videos, and I watched some of the live feeds from Virginia Beach this past weekend, and bro, you've definitely turned it up. Good for you.
Oh yeah. Finally getting over that hump and figuring it out,
Yeah. Well, you definitely figuring it out. Yeah, I was watching. Go ahead.
I still remember when me and you played in Virginia Beach at the major. We got 5th. That was freaking awesome.
Bro, I watched that match today on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's got 2,600 views. Good for us. Look, yeah. We played the Avery brothers, Caleb and Randy, and
to go to the championship.
Yeah, and guess who lost it for us? Yes,
it was probably me.
No. The last frame I was throwing against Randy, and he threw a 4-bagger and I threw an 8. So I gave up like 4 points right there, and then the handshaking began and the hugs, and we were out.
And we were out.
And that was it. But this has come up on the podcast a couple of times when we played in Vegas, and we had a pretty good run there. We almost beat Isidro and Ryan Windsor, man. And that was a good match. And I think it came down to me just couldn't hold off Ryan Windsor, man. He was too damn tough. It
was good, man.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
So tell us, man, what's up with you? What you been up to?
I've just been focusing on cornhole, on and off the boards, just working. I just bought a piece of property, building my house. Just some,
hell yeah,
there's a bunch of stuff like that. I play cornhole probably 4 or 5 nights a week now. I just play blind draws. I don't do too much practicing on my own. I hate that.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
But yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. Yep, just been focusing on cornhole, making that my my main priority right now.
Are you about to put a ring on somebody?
No, not yet.
Not
yet.
yet.
No, I can't do that yet. Don't put that in there.
You got I'm speaking it into
Edit,
the universe.
Edit,
please. Edit, big edit.
Oh, yeah, you got to wait till you start making ESPN and making that big contract money like some of these other players are making.
As I'm in her room right now doing the podcast. Definitely edit.
Oh, she's not around there somewhere, is she?
No, she's doors closed.
Oh, okay.
Y'all gonna give me hemmed up.
Yeah, we are. That's Mike Byrd for you, man. He's in law enforcement. He knows how to get people to trip on their words.
What's your girlfriend's name? Didn't tell her hi.
Tori.
Hey, Tori. How you doing, Tori? Dayton's a good guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah. So how was Virginia Beach for you, man? You got a new partner this year. Tell us how that's going.
I'm ecstatic about that. It's a guy I played with for years just around locally, and he happened to become pro the same time I did. And we thought it'd be no better fit than me and him be partners. He's from Southern Maryland. We can play everything together. And he's a shooter, man. That dude puts bags in the hole. Love to have him as my partner. We did great in rounders on Saturday. We went 6-0, one of 5 teams to do 6-0.
Nice.
With our last win being Devin Harbaugh and Alex Hicks, which was a huge win for us. Shows us kind of being rookies. You want to make sure you belong, and I think we belong for sure. After our performance this weekend.
Well, I mean, it seems that ACL brass like Trey Ryder seems to think that you belong. He put you as like the number 1 player to watch in the ACL this year. So what do you think about that?
That was an honor for sure. I love to see it, and I'm gonna make him proud. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my best to do it. Doubles, we ended up getting 7th place in doubles in our bracket. We lost Trey Hunt and Cameron Belden in a hell of a battle. I think we lost it 21-19, 21-18. That would have put us into the winners final match. I think. Mm-hmm. I think that put us in the winners final or something close to that. I threw an 11.18 that game.
Wow.
I threw 40 bags in the hole out of 44.
Damn.
So,
jeez,
that's impressive, man.
That was definitely some good shooting that game. Trey was right there with me. I think he threw a 10.55 or 10 high 10s.
It's crazy what happens when one of you does that great. The other one is just right there, right? When you throw an 11.18, you expect you're going to win. Almost no matter what the other guy does. But holy smokes, they just stay right with you and only give you 1 or 2 points that whole time. That just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough game. We were down big. We fought our way back into it and ended up losing it in the last frame. But I think it was 19-18 or 18-9, something like that. It was real close. It was within 3 points.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, man. So what kind of bags are you throwing these days? And go ahead and answer that first, then I got another question.
I'm throwing the Cornhole Scenario Cat 3 Fierces. Those are my go-tos. That's the only bag I throw. I make everybody play with those bags and blind draw and everything. I love those bags.
What is it about them?
Man, it's just a real soft, a real soft feeling bag. It's real fast, but the slow side is controllable. a lot of the blind draw players that I play with, they seem to be able to figure them out pretty easily. They don't have too much of a kick on them, so you just throw them in the middle of the board, and they do the rest of the work for you.
Nice.
Yeah, how do you like them compared to like the old like ACO 450s? Is it like night and day?
It's like,
Man,
it's like Sunday to Saturday. It's like Saturday. You know how Sunday sucks because you got to go to work on Monday? It's like Friday to Sunday. That's what it's like.
Swear. Man, let me tell you, I could roll them 450s like nothing else though.
Yeah.
I could roll them 450s like nothing else. These cats are a little harder for me to get to pop over, but I've figured it out.
Yeah.
I've got way more tricks with them now than with just the 450s with the block and airmail game.
Well, so with the way you throw, if people have never met Dayton Webber and you're listening to this and not watching it on YouTube, Dayton, you were born without forearms and from the knee down, right?
Yes, sir.
So
I'm amputated the elbows and at the knees.
Elbows and the knees. So that's all you've known your whole life. That
since I was 10 months old.
10 months old. Much. So, yeah, you're looking at people with like hands and feet going, I don't need those. I'm good the way I am. This is how I am. But the way you throw the bag, it's vertical the whole way, and it's got back rotation, back spin. So can you roll bags with that?
Yes. Yeah. I just put a little bit more height on it, let it pop. It all depends on where the bag is on the board too. If I want to roll something closer to the bottom, I throw a real hard line drive, and when it hits, it just does a little pop towards the beginning. You can't do that when it's up closer. It'll just hop the whole hole. So I got to put a little bit more arc on it and let it hit right before them bags, so it'll pop right over. When I throw the bag, normally I have the bag tilted a little bit to the left towards the slick side. I always have the slick side on the left side when I'm holding it. I tilt it just a little bit. When I release, it comes out, and when it hits the board, it flattens out and goes straight up. When I go for the roll, my bag will be straight vertical.
Learning the secrets.
I'd venture to say he's one of the original rollers in the game because he was rolling 450s like that. I mean, from the first day out.
450s forever. Everybody called me
doing it
lucky
on purpose.
For years.
He was doing it on purpose.
Everybody's called me lucky for years. That's showing luck.
I mean, for real, they've been calling him lucky for years. And now it's a shot that everybody uses. So
yeah.
I mean, that was one of the shots that oh gosh, I am forgetting the kid's name now that beat Matt guy.
Alex.
That kid is unreal.
That's one of the shots that he used to beat Matt was that roll bag toward the end.
Man,
that was crazy.
When we played him too, I watched him throw. It wasn't even a roll bag. My partner had a blocker right in front of the hole, and this kid threw it without even thinking about it, landed right before there and popped that bag over the top, like hopped it. Didn't even touch it. It just levitated over top and went right in the hole. I was like, that is just sick.
Oh, it sounds like he's got some kind of like voodoo going on over there now. Magic tricks.
Magic jumping beans in there or something.
Oh, damn. I tell you,
he throws a bag that's not necessarily supposed to roll, right? Isn't he? Is he throwing a lucky bag still, Alex? Because I'm not sure. I didn't see what he was throwing against Matt.
He was throwing wizards there at the open.
Oh, okay. That thing almost rolls. I mean, you could throw a flat bag with that, and that thing will sometimes roll.
I don't know. I just thought it was amazing, man. You could just see in Matt Guy's expression, his facial expressions, he was just probably thinking to himself, like, what the fuck just happened? What happened?
Matt doesn't like to lose to kids. That's one of the things that.
Well, who does?
He doesn't
Rob?
like to lose to kids.
Who does?
No, I'm just saying.
God, I used to hate
that. I don't like to
just
lose
saying,
in general.
Matt.
I mean, true, Dayton. Yeah. True. Yeah.
In general.
But
specifically to a kid.
Yeah.
A 12-year-old.
Yeah. And when you lose to a kid, you're definitely like a proponent for the kids division. Y'all need to get this kids division going. Get this shit straight.
Yeah, so we were talking about that before Dayton came on. Dayton, what do you feel about that? Because you're a guy who you threw bags. You may have qualified as a pro when you were a kid back in the ACO days. So when you were under 18, what do you feel like? What do you feel about that with kids in the pro division?
Man, I think let them play. Them kids are an absolute beast on the courts, and I think that's where I think they're the future of the sport, and they're too good and too talented not to be on TV. They're doing stuff that 90% of the pros ain't even doing. Like it's crazy, and they bring so much excitement to the game. Alex is more business, but you take like Jack and Jake Gore.
Ooh.
Them little kids are hype. They get everybody going when they're playing. Everybody loves watching them. So I think a lot of the people watching TV will enjoy it just as much as we do.
So I think like you said, Dayton, they're the future. I think they're the future of the sport. Maybe not so much the present. So if you want to see them on TV, right, the ACL should sign a deal with Nickelodeon and let them put the kids' junior championships on Nickelodeon or something like that. And there you go.
I don't think they'd like that, though. I don't think the kids would like you watching that. I think they get bored pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then when whoever wins the championship, they get covered with the ooze. Boom! It just
Now that part would be cool. That part would be cool.
You get slimed, bro.
Yeah, let them get slimed.
You get slimed.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just my humble opinion. I think there's a place for the juniors separated from the adults when it comes to like competing for the big money and the big TV time, the big world championships, just like any other sport out there. There are junior championships in other sports, and they win stuff like scholarship money or something like that. But I don't know.
Them other kids in other sports,
they
compete with the pros like that, though.
Oh,
it's a little different. You got like the little league World Series and stuff. They're not going to be able to hang out with the MLB players,
Yeah, because it's physical. You have to be older to, of course, to grow and get the muscles, and the physicality is in adult sports. In most sports, kids can't compete. Yeah. But cornhole's just one of those sports where it's like darts, like Rob said earlier. Maybe even billiards. I don't know. Maybe it's just easier to throw a bag straight. I don't know. I don't know,
these kids got so good.
I mean, there's a 7-year-old, Trevor Cabello. Oh, my God, Rob. I cannot.
Oh, my gosh. This guy's so good at this word.
This is one of my words I cannot say. Caballo.
How many of those does he have? Does he? I mean, speaking nice to Laura seems like a bunch of words you don't know how to say as well. But,
you need to
that's
make
what
that
I'm here for.
Game for the viewers. Every time he can't figure out the word, he's got a drink.
Look,
man, we need you.
I just want to say mad respect to Trevor and his family. I don't know what it is. I just cannot say it to save my ass.
What? How do you?
Don't say it.
Trevor.
Spell it.
Caballero.
Caballero.
Yeah. Caballero.
Yes. Caballero.
Ballero.
Anyway, he's 7 years old and he's whooping ass. Like,
he's good.
Rob, you really want to get beat by a 7-year-old on TV?
No, I get beat by him without anybody watching. That's good enough for me. I played him in doubles I played him in doubles in my last regional. We got to him, and him and his dad were playing together. He left the bag on the back of the hole, and I went for an and one, and I missed it and left my bag up on top. And he looks at me and he goes, "Why don't you just slide that in?" I said, "Well, I needed maybe an extra point. It's starting to get a little bit out of hand. They were winning 14-5, and I was like." I went for the and one and stayed on the back, and he ended up getting 2 points because of it, or 1 point because of it. And he's like, I said I wanted the extra point. He looked at me, he goes, "Don't be cocky. You'll never and one me."
Oh,
I was
snap.
Like, whoa.
You just got set straight by a 7-year-old,
Don't be-
Rob. How'd that feel?
Don't be cocky. You'll never and one me.
So of course it's my
My life goal.
That video I watched of him playing Brett Guy, just like messing around. I guess they were playing a little side game. And every shot, Trevor's like, "Come on, Brett, $20. $20 on the shot." Like, damn, this kid is 7 years old talking about $20 on every shot. God. I don't know. He's probably won more money playing cornhole than I ever have in my life. So.
No, probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. Dayton, we never won money.
Well,
did
you
we?
played.
No.
I forgot. You played in the ACO. Yeah, he probably has.
Rim shot.
Did you?
Dayton, when did you leave the ACO? When was your last year?
I left the ACO, I believe, 2017.
27. That was my last full year in ACO. Yeah, I only played half.
Yeah, I think it was 2017.
You took a little bit of time off too, altogether. I mean, you were throwing here and there, but you were like, what were you doing? Working, traveling the world? What the heck were you doing?
Man, I just kind of disappeared. Honestly, right. I just kind of, for about a year, I was going off on my own. I was dealing with some stuff.
Yeah.
So that's all right. That's good.
I ain't going.
That's good.
Yeah. I got my way back. I found my way back. I'm back on track, and I'm here. So.
Understand that, brother. And I'm glad because I was reading the stuff and hearing the stuff that was going on. And I'm glad, man, that you're back with us in cornhole. And, you make the game better, bro. People see you out.
I miss my cornhole family for sure.
Oh, definitely, man. And when people see you out there playing, man, you actually motivate a lot of people and you inspire a lot of people. It definitely inspires me. When me and you were partners, I'm going to blame you on my throwing, actually, because every time you throw, I'm just down there mesmerized, like, how's he doing this? I can't live up to this. And you put all that pressure on me. So
I appreciate that. Just go out there and do my thing, man. The world don't stop for anybody, so you just got to keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like you've never looked at it as a disability for yourself, because I'm pretty sure, aren't you a hunter as well? Don't you go out and stalk deer and kill them? So, I mean, to me, I don't think you've ever seen it as a disability, but tell me.
Never. I played football growing up. I wrestled since I was like 7 years old till 10th grade. Rode dirt bikes and four wheelers and just did everything any other normal kid would do. Never let anything stop me.
I am curious because you don't have hands. Everything has to be modified a certain way, right?
No.
Like your bow?
No.
No?
Actually, you would be very surprised at how little modifications I have for anything, really. Because I've always just being like this since I was 10 months old, you just have no other choice but to learn it the way that you know how.
How do you pull a bow
dirt bikes and four wheelers? I use a crossbow.
Oh, a crossbow. Okay.
I use a crossbow. So 10-point crossbows they have this crank mechanism on the back of the bow on the stock. You pull it down, it's got a string on it. You pull it down, you latch it over the front of the bow on the drawstring, and it's got a crank on it. You crank it back, and then you release the pressure and pull it back off, and your crossbow's ready to go the whole hunt.
That's badass.
Until you guys shoot it. Yeah, it was a life changer for sure. Instead of having my dad have to cock it for me, I can do it all myself now.
Oh, that's sweet, bro.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You in the gym trying to pump some weights?
Yeah, I get in the gym. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting in the gym a little bit more frequent earlier this year. I need to get back in there. I haven't gone in probably a month. But I need to get back in there and get to going. Yeah.
You got to train for cornhole.
Sometimes I don't want to wear myself. Hey, let me tell you, the way the game is coming these days, I feel like that's the next step. Your body, when you're working out, your muscles are ready to learn.
Yeah.
And throwing them bags and getting that muscle memory is key. So when your muscles are already looking to learn, and then you go throw a couple bags out there, your muscles are steady learning that.
Hey, and here
it
you
really
go.
shows on the court.
And here you go, Dayton. And Rob, what do you think about this? Here's another reason why you need to separate them kids from the adults, because them kids can play all day long. 8, 10 hours, okay? And us old folks, our feet are hurting by hour 6, and the exhaustion's kicking in.
They'll turn 21 soon enough. They won't be able to play all day long soon enough. Let them get to 21.
Yeah,
I'll take them out myself.
And cornhole is actually becoming a thing now. Well, it's always been like this, but you have to work out, man, because at tournaments, big tournaments, and the tournaments are getting bigger and bigger every year with the ACL's growth and expansion. You're talking about 12-hour days, man. All the different tournaments you can play in one day, the rounders.
Yeah. Especially for me, that's why I started working out a lot, is because the way I have to throw. The way I have to jump every time I throw, walking back and forth, all day long, it's tough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Should let you use your hoverboard, man.
I use my hoverboard. The hoverboards actually help me out a ton, but I don't like using it. I would never use it in a game or anything like that. I'll just use it to go get my beer, go out to the truck, stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a distraction to other games going around. I'm courteous of other people, not wanting to, I know how it would catch the corner of my eye seeing somebody zoom by me at the last second, right mid-throw,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of vehicle? I know you're driving a truck, right? What kind of truck you got these days?
I got a 2014 Chevy Silverado 2500.
So is that the same one that you drove to North Carolina? Because remember you
No,
played.
not the black one.
Oh, okay. Because
the jacked up black one. I sold that.
Oh, you did? I was gonna say, Rob, you should have seen this truck. Now Dayton had this thing modified, bro. Because I remember you drove it to Roxborough. You played in a blind draw or something down there. Remember you came, Chris Clark's thing, and we went out there and I looked at this truck, and you had it. That thing was awesome, bro. And you had it modified to drive it, and I was like, holy crap, dude, that thing's like a monster truck. How does he drive this? Yeah. So I mean,
I just got foot pedal extensions that are bolted onto the pedals, and they come up to the seat, and I hit them with my leg. And I don't got nothing for the steering wheel, but
that's it, huh? Just did nothing for the steering wheel.
That's all I got.
Didn't you buy a
steering wheel? I just grabbed with my arms. I had the 2016 GMC Denali, and I sold that, and I bought a 2014 Nissan GTR.
Damn, bro.
That's what it was.
And that was the sports car that I had. That thing was bad.
Dayton's balling, Rob.
Bad.
Dayton's balling. He's doing something else besides playing cornhole, bro. What you got going on?
He's hunting, man. He's hunting. I told you. He was. Didn't you had a sponsorship hunting? Didn't you? Didn't you also make money to hunt?
I did YouTube. I did YouTube videos with Robert Arrington with Deer Meat for Dinner from down there in Florida. For a while. That was a blast. I love doing that. Going out there and hunting hogs and going out there and fishing for mahi and tuna and
good life,
whatever the hell else we could catch.
Right, I tell you what you should do, man. And if you do this and you become a millionaire, like I think you could, can I get some royalties? Okay,
can you help us out.
I got.
Here's what you should do, bro. You should start your own YouTube channel, because people can get famous on YouTube for anything. I know someone, their son goes to rivers and throws a magnet out there and pulls shit in, and he makes tons of money off of sponsorships, just bringing in like old metal and stuff. You should make your own YouTube channel and just do stuff.
I've thought about it.
Fishing,
for sure.
hunting, cornhole.
Yeah.
I mean, people would.
I need to figure out how to get myself. I need to figure out somebody that can travel around with me and get that footage of me.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to.
So maybe
do
that
part.
ring, maybe it closer then. Maybe that ring is a little. It's the future is here for that ring. 'Cause, she may do that.
Sure.
You know?
Can she hold a camera?
That's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. I think because not only people would like subscribe to your channel and watch your videos just because of, the inspiration. You give a lot of inspiration to people.
I could literally just do my everyday routine stuff. Like, just things that I do on a daily basis. And I feel like that would go viral.
Exactly. It would.
Yeah.
It would. I mean,
I know a bunch of your videos have gone pretty viral. They've got a lot of views just from being out there and people seeing that. There's some stuff from, I think, back from 2016 where you were throwing in some major somewhere. And people just been watching that thing for 5 years, just in awe. There's inspiration. You create inspiration, and just it's one heck of a story. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you don't see that every day, and at the level that you're doing it, you just aren't gonna see that every day. So I would, if I were you, I would find a way to monetize it and make a living. Just make a living. It's not like you're trying to get rich.
For sure.
It's just make a living.
Right.
The moves you make on that damn hoverboard those are pretty impressive. That day you were dancing with Hasib Bevan out there was freaking amazing. I mean,
that video still cracks me up. It pops up on my memories all the time on Facebook every year. It cracks me up.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I never seen anybody do that on a hoverboard like that. It was crazy. So that's what I mean. You're right. Your everyday occurrences, the things you do every day, going to the grocery store, shopping for yourself. People would just be like, "What the hell, dude? This dude's amazing." Yeah. The day I saw you brush your teeth, I was like, "Why didn't I ever think that he? Well, how did I think he did it? You know what I mean?"
Right.
It's like,
bro, this could be a reality show on Discovery Channel.
There's people. There's people that there's tons. There's a ton of people that have questions about the way I do things, and that'd be a perfect way for me to be like, "Hey, go check out my YouTube channel. See, I mean, you can find me doing anything on there."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What was that, Laura?
TikTok. TikTok is how you get all kinds of famous.
Oh yeah.
I actually just created my first TikTok like 2 nights ago.
Oh man.
Yeah.
If you get consistent in that, dude, you're going to be making money.
Dayton, I promise you, if you just started a TikTok and you do a couple of videos a week, or you get on YouTube, you would have 1 million subscribers in less than 6 months. Bet you.
I mean, and that's crazy
because
it's true.
Probably.
It's true, and it's crazy. Yeah. You've never really tried or done anything like that, and I think you should. I think you should start. If somebody can't take the footage, you just need to start taking a camera and setting it up, and do your thing. Just because, I
just set it up on a tripod and let it run.
Yeah,
brother.
You're missing out on some money that you could be having for sure.
Cha-ching! But we don't do this for the money, right? As Laura shakes
Not right
her
now.
head.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't do it right now for the money. I promise you.
All right, Dayton. So let's rewind it. Let's go back to the first time you ever threw a bag. What was the circumstances and what got you into this game?
So I started out just like anybody else might have, throwing in the backyard at like a bonfire, something my parents took me to when I was probably like 8 years old. Played for quite a few years, just throwing there every so often. But I always loved the game. I was always pretty decent at it. And one time I went to a Blue Crabs game which is like a baseball team around, like a local baseball team.
The Blue
And
Crabs?
They were the Blue Crabs.
He
That
lives
sounds
in
awesome.
Southern
Maryland.
Maryland Blue Crabs.
Minor league.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and they were having a cornhole tournament there, and I was sitting there watching from the side. They had already started the tournament, and I just was sitting there watching. Some guys came over to me and was like, "Hey, you play cornhole?" I was like, every so often. I love the game though. So, like, we play Friday nights down at the American Legion, $5 blind draws every Friday night. Come on by sometime. And he gave me his number, and my mom took me a couple times, and then no, I was old to drive. It was game on. I was playing guy, and I started going to ACL majors and climbing up from there and switched over to ACL. Finally made it pro.
When you first started playing, did you have to figure out how to throw the bag? Like, did you always have the same throw?
I've pretty much had the same throw the entire time. Only thing that I changed was I used to throw sticky side to the left. Now I throw slick side to the left every time, and I changed that back when me and you were playing.
Yeah, I brought
So,
out. You're
I
welcome.
pretty much had the same thing.
You're welcome, Dayton. I changed your game.
Yes, sir. You did.
So the left is the side that's going to hit the board.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. My bag never falls to the right if you watch my matches. Every so often, if it comes out a little weird, sometimes it'll catch and flop over to that side. But if I throw it correctly, it never falls to the right.
So you've turned from a sticky side thrower to a slick side thrower, and you throw some of the slickest bags in the game. So the whole friendliness of those bags is pretty awesome for you, huh?
Yeah, I don't ever switch away from the slick side on the bags either. I always throw slick no matter what the case.
The airmail or anything, it don't matter.
Yeah, it does not matter. I will throw it the same slick side.
Would it
even if there's a
behoove
bag
you
right
to
there
have
on the
the
front of
same?
the hole that can't drop in? It's about to fall in. I'm still gonna throw that slick side. I'm just gonna throw it light.
I like it.
I'm not scared of that slick side. That's for sure.
I mean, most of yours is the arc in the bag, right? Most of your control is because of the arc in the bag. Yeah. It's not necessarily the spin or what. Other people, they've got these crazy spin, different angle shots where they're going to be throwing them cut shots and things like that. That's not necessarily something that's 100% in your arsenal because you can't get that. Do you know a way to get more rotation on a bag, or is it just throwing it harder for you?
No, I have different cut shots and whatever. It all really depends on the situation on the board. When I feel it before I see it, I feel it, I do it. It's kind of one of those things I can't explain of how I do it necessarily, but
I just make it.
I just make it happen. I throw all kinds the cut shots, and then every shot that I do has a different way of release.
And
I want to see more of, I don't want to be far away or real close. I want to see the rotation. I want to see the flight. I want to see all of it. I want to just see the different shot selection. You know what I mean? I want to watch the whole game and see the shot selection and then see what happened with the bag out of his arms.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. I just want to see the difference. So it's crazy. I've never really thought about it like that. I've just seen him do it. And it's kind of a marvel, but just watching. I know I've seen you do that little roll shot of yours where it's just kind of a hop and drop, or the one where you've had to roll over bags that are away from the hole, where you've done, a little bit, just like you said, kind of a line drive where it's still hopped. So I know that it happens. I just want to see it and watch it and analyze it. You know what I mean? I think it's cool. I want to see it happen and then talk about it.
I think I know, like, the bag, if I throw with the slick side down and the slick side sitting in the palm of my hand, it doesn't feel comfortable to me. I don't like that. I prefer throwing the sticky side down, and
Damn right.
it just feels better. Yeah, right. Sticky side all the way. Because as soon as I flip that bag over to slick side, man, I don't know. It doesn't feel the same, and I don't have that same comfort zone than I do with the sticky side down. And maybe Dayton feels that way when he puts the slick side, on the left. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, when I put the slick side of the left, it's definitely the comfortability of it.
On our last podcast, we had Ty Lopez on the show, and he talked about how you went to Arizona and went to their house, and y'all had a little party up there. I think he knows where I'm going with this, Rob.
I was warned about this. I was on the phone with Val the other day, and we was talking about Shot Kings, and I just joined their Shot Kings pro team. But
awesome.
Yeah, they told me that y'all talked about that. That was a hell of a night. Fucking Doug Rippey came out. I'll never forget it. Doug Rippey came out with the bottle of Jameson in his hand. And what did he say? He said, "We're gonna party like Motley Crue tonight, boys."
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Let's go, let's do this." And I turned the bottle up, and that was just a wrap. We got too turned, and I ended up passed out over there by some recycling bins and trash bins outside of his house in the dirt.
Damn, y'all partying like Motley Crue. All I can think about is that movie, The Dirt, and how it came on. Y'all were partying like that. I want to be at that party next time.
Oh boy, it was yeah. It was epic.
Yeah.
They're talking about it 3 years later. I mean, it had to be incredible.
Well, I think I was looking at the ACL's schedule and all the opens I wanted to schedule and go to. And there's one out there, man. I want to go to that, so definitely go out there.
I'm going.
You going? How many are you going to? You going all over the country this year?
Yeah, I'm planning on going to the Mesa, Arizona one, and then the Vegas. I think I'm gonna go to Louisville, Kentucky. I think Louisville is one of them.
Well, come on down to Asheville in January.
I might be able to make that work.
January is a big month. There's like 3 opens, kind of back to back. There's 1 week off. But in January, they've got Asheville, and then they got Florida. Where's that one in Florida? Winter Haven.
Yeah.
And then there's a week off, and then they got Louisville.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff to do in January.
Well, I looked at the schedule today. I'm going to go to Asheville, and I'm planning on going to Winter Haven. And I don't know. I'm definitely Mesa. And there's so many of them, man. Like the Vegas one, there's one in Rhode Island. I'm like, I've never been to Rhode Island.
Mesa and Vegas are following week or like consecutive weekends.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm planning on going out there to Mesa and then traveling over to Vegas. I'm gonna hang out there for a week from Mesa to Arizona. To Vegas.
Damn, Rob, it must be nice to be Dayton Webber. Just
Man,
just hanging out, traveling the country, playing cornhole.
He starts that YouTube channel, he'll be able to do it even more often, boy. You need to find out where Noah is jumping off them cliffs. You need to go jump off them cliffs too. That'd be badass.
Jumping off cliffs.
Which one?
Yeah, Noah's jumping off cliffs into a river in California.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down for sure.
Yeah, you need to
Noah, if you're watching this, I'm going with you next time when we go out there.
Bro, y'all are crazy. What's wrong with y'all? Next thing you know, you're going to be putting on them squirrel suits and like flying through
Well, me
valleys.
and Windsor went skydiving the one time.
Oh yeah, bro.
Me
Y'all
and
were
Windsor went skydiving in Vegas last time I went.
what? Was that the year we played them in 2016?
It might have been.
Look at you, like hanging out with
Man.
the enemies, bro. That's why we lost.
I can't remember.
No.
No, it was definitely an ACL event for sure.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was because the one in Vegas was when me and Byrd got snowed in Denver, and I missed singles and barely made it in time for doubles.
All right, here we go, Dayton. Best or worst match?
Man, let me tell you, I'll go with my best match ever because this doesn't happen very often. It was, yeah, I'll just go with it. So I was playing this guy in Richmond one time, and he had me down 20-0, and I came back and won that game in 3 throws. From
Three
right
throws?
then when I was down 20-0, 3 throws, and I had it to 21. And I could just only imagine how sick that guy was.
How 3 throws? So you had to get a 12.
He had it in the bag. He
He got overconfident, or either you ran
That
him
had
over
to
with
have
that hoverboard.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Okay.
I remember one great match. He was in where was that major in North Carolina, in that like indoor, that hockey facility, or maybe it was a rodeo facility. What was it?
It was Kenansville major, right?
Kenansville.
Yeah.
Oh, ACO time. Okay, Kenansville, yeah.
You played one of my best friends, Ryan Johnson, in a match, dude. That was the first time I ever seen you draw a crowd, because Ryan and you were going at it, and I just know what playing Dayton Webber felt like from somebody else's point of view, dude. Ryan didn't know whether to. He just didn't know what to do. He was playing you, and it was. At first, he was like, "What do I do? Do I throw my best? Do I?" You know what I mean? So you get into a match like that, and then all of a sudden, the fact of the matter, it didn't matter what Ryan did. He better throw his best, or else he was getting crushed. And that's what ended up happening. It was a great match, but I think it ended up 21-18, and Dayton didn't let off on him. They didn't take it easy, bro.
Yeah.
Always keep the foot on the gas.
You know what I liked about playing with Dayton, man? When we had our little run.
You don't keep the foot on nothing. Stop it.
What I liked about playing with Dayton was we always had fans. We were always the crowd favorite. We were never the heels. Everybody always cheered us. That was awesome. Thanks, Dayton.
I love it.
It definitely was, and Dayton still had the opportunity to give backhanded compliments and be the heel. You know what I'm saying? He could be the heel. He could be the face heel.
I haven't hung out with Dayton in 5 years, but I do know he's one to give the one-liners out and the backhanded remarks. Oh yeah.
Always.
That's what.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I remember I got some opportunities throughout the year to spend some time with him, just in what was almost like family situations, and some of the stuff he used to say to Bert was just, oh my God, Dayton, you were mean.
Me and Bert have some of the greatest conversations. Whether we're going at each other or we're talking something serious, it's always.
What's he call you? Tell everybody what he calls you.
Hey, there's so many. You talking about the thumb phone?
The what?
200. He's like,
which one?
No.
Which one?
200-pound starfish.
Starfish.
Oh my God, he's got everything,
Too
bro.
many of them, dude.
There are so
many
many
of them. I got the
He's
trunk monkey,
the 200-pound starfish.
This 200-pound
200-pound starfish.
The sack of potatoes.
Oh my God.
Byrd has so much. I mean, Byrd is so fun, man.
Bro, that starfish
Bird's
one.
Officer
It's
Duke.
like-
I don't know what he's talking about.
Can I use that in the title of this one? Sticky Side, episode
What,
17.
Officer Doofy?
200-pound starfish, Dayton Webber. I'd never do that to you,
Oh,
Dayton.
Lord.
That's funny as hell, bro. Because there's no way you're 200 pounds. You're at least 150.
Yeah, I think I'm like 170 right now.
Cool.
170.
You're a growing man. You're a growing man. We got the ACL Pro Teams drafts coming up. What do you think about that?
That's going to be really freaking cool. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to
see
see
that,
what team I end up going to.
Did you see that jersey reveal they had for Ryan Smith's team?
No, I
I
didn't.
don't know. Did you get? Yeah, I think, what did they call it? What was his team's name? It was I forget what it was. Oh man, I can't remember what the team name was, but the jersey was pretty dang badass. It looked like a real team jersey. Like, you know what I mean? It looked like
Yeah.
a real jersey. So I think it's gonna be so cool, man. It's just a whole new facet. The
So are you
jersey
going?
had a number on it too.
Are you going to Rock Hill this weekend for it?
No, I mean that was the plan, but I just took a meeting with a city tourism development council, so I got to go sit down with them and talk about bringing a big tournament here to the Jacksonville area. So
Okay.
Kinda. Some priorities, you know what I mean?
Priorities, brother. Got to take care of business. Got to take care of
Yeah.
business.
I mean that's business too, but you know how it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I predict Dayton is going to go in the 3rd round.
Holy moly, that's really high for a young rookie.
Well, I mean, they got I think this is Trey's mock draft. He's got Matt Guy, Jay Rubin, Isidro Herrera, and he's got a rookie, Tanner Halbert, going in the 4th spot. Tanner's good.
But yeah, for sure.
Tanner's good, yeah. Denton's got James Baldwin, Jamie Graham, Tony Smith, Jeff Reynolds, Jordan Power, and Frank Modlin. So I probably would go a couple of different ways with that. I mean, for the most part, like 80% of those I would probably do too. But you got to think chemistry. Like, who do you throw good with? Who do you is there players out there that you can't beat that get in your head every game? I mean, there's players like that. I can beat like some great players, but then I can play a mediocre player and that I play over and over and I just can't beat them. Some people are in your heads. So I would like draft them on my team so I don't have to play them. That's just the way I think. But I don't know. I look forward to that one.
So do they have Baldwin going to Renner?
The what?
Do they have Baldwin going to Cheyenne Renner? And is that where they see Baldwin going? Can you tell who the captains are?
No, it doesn't say. It just shows their positions. What is Renner's pick? Because they got James going 6.
Okay, maybe she's 6. I'm not sure.
Well, they just won the doubles in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
So
that's why I think if he's available when she picks, that's who she's picking, I would think.
Yeah. Well, can't wait. This should be fun, man. Should be fun. Dayton.
It'll be a blast.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
Dayton, thanks for being on the show, man. We appreciate it. And,
No problem. Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all.
And look, when you get that YouTube channel big and millions of subscribers and monetization and you're living in a mansion, you know what, bro? Just remember this night on the sticky side.
I will.
Yeah, and go ahead. Make sure you can put when we have to play in singles one of these times. Make sure that makes the YouTube.
All right, Dayton, man. I look forward to seeing you again sometime down the road. Maybe at one of these ACL Opens in 2022. Rob,
yeah, maybe Asheville.
Yeah, man. Maybe Asheville. Come on, bro. Good times.
All right.
Good times. All right, Rob.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Been a good one, man. We'll see you next time. Thanks for checking us out on the Sticky Side. I'm Mike, and that's Rob. We'll see you next time. Bye.
'Cause we all just wanna be cornhole stars and singing cheap hotels and driving beat up cars. The crowd gets crazy and the beers ain't cheap. We get drunk all day, so we just don't eat, and we hang out at the local bar, throwing bags in the hole like we have radar.